Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 15th. This week, we are going to jump right in here. You have a self-made card. It says, you will become successful or rich by your own efforts. You also have a slow down card. It says, making slow progress, but you're getting there. This self-made card also says you're underutilizing your own strengths and advantages. So I definitely, that jumped out at me. And I feel that you have talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, things that you need to be using in your life to be more successful. And, I think that would be, of course, a good thing for you. But you have the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Death card. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love two sixes. Two sixes is kind of like confirmation for the path that you're on, or it's just confirmation for whatever it is that you're doing right now. And so that's good. The Six of Cups sometimes I feel is like a gift from the universe, and usually the gift we receive is a turnaround. And there, as I say that, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So what it means is that you up until this point you've been bumping up against obstacles to get what you want, and then once you get the Six of Cups, it's kind of like the gift is the removal of obstacles. So a lot of you could be moving past certain obstacles in your life, which of course would be a good thing. But let's see, you have the Six of Cups. This could be love as well. That didn't work. So if you want love, you have this, you have the Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. It could be a new person, and this could be an offer of love. But, other than that, I feel like this reading is really talking about an opportunity to improve your finances. I also feel it's talking about, like, simplification as well. So if you have a job where you do, like, a bunch of stuff, I feel like either there's a change at the business that you're working at right now, or if you have a business, that you could be like simplifying it and just focusing kind of like on one skill or one thing with that Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles is really saying that to me. And it's like you're simplifying what you offer. And I think the more simple you make it, the better it will be. So, don't be afraid to, make things more easy or simple in your life. You have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores. So I do feel that you are in a time of improvements. I'm pretty sure in your last reading you had something about like moving on from something. And I do feel that we are in a big change time for Leo, where Leos are kind of either, starting new careers or, starting their next career, looking for something better. Even if you have like a business, you could be making changes in the business. And it's like you're looking for more peace. The Six of Swords, this woman and the child in the boat, they really don't know if when they get to the other side, if it's going to be better or not. They are just taking the risk that when they get to the other side that things will be better. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be kind of like taking the risk to see if things are going to be better on the other side. And we have the Death card, which is a change or needing to change. It's funny that this card came up in reverse. I don't read reversals, but it's kind of funny that first card said something about you're underutilizing your strengths or advantages, and the Death card in reverse would be not making a change. And I feel that it's almost like you know what you're good at, that you have a skill or whatever and that you need to use, but maybe you're not doing it. And also, we go up to the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands could represent kind of like overcomplicating what you work on or overcomplicating what you're doing, when it could be much more simple. And then we even go to the Seven of Cups, which the Seven of Cups could also represent you overcomplicating something that you're doing. With the Six of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords. I would say at least you're getting clarity. The Queen of Swords to the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can represent marriage, but the Four of Wands is really a card of freedom. And so the Queen of Swords says that you're finally gaining clarity, and you could finally be gaining clarity this week on, something that will set you free or something that will make you more free. And I do feel that this is in work or in business or whatever you do. Even if you're retired, you could still be bound, or you could still have extra responsibilities with the Ten of Wands that you don't necessarily want or need. And I feel like this is saying that you are kind of seeing that there's another way. With the Six of Swords, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you need to look on the bright side. He has these two cups behind him. When he turns around, he gets this bridge in the castle. So the Five of Cups is about gratitude and being grateful for what you do have. And when you are grateful for what you do have, you get the bridge in the castle. So I feel like some of you, it's like the Six of Swords could be saying that it's time for you to move on from something, or it's time for you to release something. But it's kind of like grieving the loss of something. And so I feel for those of you that are like moving away from a job or a career, it's like you could be grieving the loss of that job or career, or again, maybe you're just not doing as well as you were and you just want something new. But I feel like this is saying like once you make the change, you are going to be very grateful that you made a change or that you did something different. With the Death card, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about kind of like manifesting your dream on Earth, I feel, in your reading, because we go up to that Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about your dream. Not only that, we go over to the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Cups, but the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords, I should say. These two wanted to come out together. And, the Five of Cups in the area of the good stuff would say that you are seeing the good stuff or that you're seeing something positive. The Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. So the Hierophant can represent a lot of different things, but in your reading, I feel that it's about kind of manifesting some sort of dream or wish that you're having because he's blessing these two people in front of him. And so it's like you could be manifesting blessings if you choose. And I feel it's through removing something from your life where there are too many responsibilities or you're just putting in too much work and not getting anything out of it. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Tyrannosaurus Rex. There you go. It says alchemy, raw power, and base chakra. You have a salmon. It says new ideas and divination. So I feel like you could be having a lot of new ideas that could be leading to a lot of success. That base chakra energy is usually an energy that we need to bring up to our head so that we can express it out into the world. So it's almost like you have the ideas necessary to be very successful in whatever you're about to commit to with the Four of Wands. But I feel like you actually have to do it. You have to bring that energy up and express something into the world. And so you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands could represent marriage, not really a love reading. So I feel this is more about you committing to something, you committing to completing one stage of your life and getting to the next stage of your life. The Four of Wands, there's like a finish line up here. And so I always look at, the Four of Wands is a card of completion. It really is a card that says you could be wrapping one project up and going on to the next one. And again, I feel for a lot of you, like whatever the next thing that you're going to be doing is much more focused with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like one thing, right now, I feel like maybe you're doing a lot of different things with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And I feel like what you're going to be committing to is much more focused, much more, it's like what you're going to be doing every single day. It's not so much like every day could be different. And I feel this is a good thing. I feel like this is going to lead to, better money, better earnings, whatever. You have the Ten of Wands. I personally, I like the Ten of Wands. He is about to reach this home in the background here. Those 10 wands represent a harvest, so they represent him carrying his harvest. He's about to complete his journey, so he's about to have a harvest. But again, I feel like some of you are carrying too many burdens or you're carrying too much weight, and I think that simplifying what you're doing would be a good idea. I do feel like sometimes that Leo can have kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I feel like sometimes Leos take responsibility for like other people or they kind of like carry the weight of other people. And I feel this is saying like, don't do that. So I feel you need to like focus on yourself more. And even the Ace of Pentacles is just one pentacle. It says that you can only grow one thing. And I feel that a lot of you are kind of maybe you have been spreading yourself too thin. And now it's time to focus. You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about going on an adventure, and it's also kind of like a clue that you're building something new. The Knight of Wands, to me, is the true builder in the tarot. He goes on a journey towards his desires, and he is willing to build whatever he needs. So he might not have everything he needs to start his next journey, the next thing, which is clearly the Ace of Pentacles here, right? He might not have everything he needs, but he is willing to build whatever he needs as he goes. Let's see. With the Four of Wands, you have the Star. Yeah, the stars are like having a North Star, having a big wish, goal, or dream. We go from the Star to the Seven of Cups, and this could kind of represent, this basically says that you have this big goal, wish, or dream, and you're dreaming about something, but then you think about all the reasons why it could work or it could not work. The Seven of Cups, there are good things and bad things in those cups. So he has the dream, but he's thinking about all the good things and bad things. The trick with the Seven of Cups is you don't know what's going to happen. You just have to find out. So again, I would stop like dreaming about something and bring it down to earth. With the Ten of Wands, yes, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about cutting things out, cutting things out of your life. and sacrificing things so that you can have a victory. This right here is a palm frond. Palm fronds in the tarot represent a sacrifice. The olive branch over here is like an offer of peace, but it can also represent abundance. So I feel like once you cut out the responsibilities that aren't really yours, then you're going to feel more free, and you're also going to feel like you are having more of a victory as well. With the Knight of Wands, you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about your emotions, and he has very deep emotions. He's also sitting in choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine. And that's because he has explored his emotions to such a deep level that nothing really bothers him. And so I feel a lot of you could be working on your emotions, or you have been working on your emotions. I do also feel you could be attracting a King of Cups type person. It could be a Scorpio, Taurus, could be a water sign, an earth sign. You have Aquarius here as well. Could be any sign. So I just listed all 12 signs. So whatever sign, doesn't matter. But I do feel like you could be attracting a new person. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this time to go card. Didn't even see that, and it's definitely time for you to go. You have this truth be told card. I feel like this truth be told card is about you kind of living your truth. That owl is standing on top of that mask, and it's kind of has like a window open in its chest there. And I feel for a lot of you that the truth that's coming out is your inner truth. The time to go card is like my purgatory card in this deck. It says you've been stuck for a long time, and now it's time to kind of like go through that doorway that's at the end of that bridge and start something new, or for you to manifest whatever this is on Earth. The Seven of Cups, clearly with the the Star card, you clearly have a vision of something in your life that would be very good for you. And I feel like you need to manifest that vision on Earth. And again, this is probably, I feel like this is work related. I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about doing, like getting a new job, or asking for a raise or promotion, or starting a business, like whatever it is. I feel it's time to get to work. It's like, yes, there will be good things and bad things that happen, but that's just like part of life. So I feel it's time to kind of make a move. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a big opportunity, but it's something that you have to nurture into existence. Right here, there are these flowers, and, it kind of represents a garden. And I always say that the Ace of Pentacles is only something that has potential. And potential doesn't mean anything, Potential means how much energy you put into the Ace of Pentacles. And so with the Ace of Pentacles, we have to treat the opportunity like a garden. We have to water it, fertilize it, feed it. We have to give it sunlight, all that other stuff. And so if you are working on something new, or if it looks to me like you're about to be working on something new, I would really work on it and, put the energy in. You also have two aces. Two aces is a definite yes to any question that I have not answered. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about taking control of your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny in the sense that it is your personal vision for your life. I actually feel like your vision, your truth, is very clear to you at this time. And the Wheel of Fortune just says you have to take control of the wheel. The secret with the Wheel of Fortune is we have to live at the center of the wheel, not on like one of these outer wheels. When you're on the outer wheels, you're spinning all over the place. When you're at the center of the wheel, you can pay attention to what's coming and going in your life, and you can better take control of what's going on. The Wheel of Fortune is also about facing some sort of fear. There's a snake right here, and snakes are the guardians of the portals. The Wheel of Fortune is a circle card. The Ace of Pentacles has a portal on it. The Four of Wands has a portal on it. So I feel like there is some sort of portal that you have to cross through, but the snake, says you have to face a fear to, get through the other side of a portal, and it's definitely popping into my head. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Tower. I feel like you are afraid that if you make a change, that you are going to have a Tower moment. I don't think you will. So again, I would let go of your fears. The Tower, I also kind of feel like this could be warning you of a Tower moment. Like if you know that you have to make a change in your life, but you're not making the change, sometimes the universe will make the change for us, right? So I feel like this is saying, whatever you're thinking about doing, I would just do it so that you don't have a Tower moment, because again, clearly the universe is guiding you towards a change. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, another ace. That's amazing. So 3 aces right here. Aces, multiple aces really represents a new beginning, and the Ace of Wands would be a passionate new beginning. The Ace of Wands is also out with the old, in with the new. And so I feel like you're about to start something new that you're going to be very passionate about. If this is love, by the way, I feel like this is a very passionate, or will be a very passionate connection with the Ace of Wands as well. With the Wheel of Fortune, there you go. You have the Six of Cups. So you have the Six of Cups twice in this diagonal. This could represent like the return of a person. And again, I'm not saying that you should go back to the past. I'm like one of the only readers that says don't go back to the past, right? But what I would say is, this could be a person returning. Maybe they're coming in telling you the truth about something or apologizing. Again, we're about to have a Mercury retrograde, so it makes perfect sense. Obviously, if you don't want to talk to this person, I would block them and move on or whatever. But I also do feel that this could be like the return to childhood. The Six of Cups is your inner child, and you could be returning to a more childlike energy. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this canary spirit says, sing your own song, make your own decisions, is what I'm getting here. You have this dog spirit says, be loyal to what you love. Yes, I do feel like Leo has a lot of people in their lives that are maybe, telling them, it's like no one can tell you what to do, but, it's like people tell us what to do without telling us what to do, right? Maybe they say something to us that makes us not want to take a risk, or or maybe they say things to us that make us not want to make a move. And I feel like this is saying you need to do what you feel is right at this time and not listen to anyone else. And that's really what I'm getting off of these two cards. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords with the Emperor, and also the Page of Swords with the Five of Cups. The Page of Pentacles in the area of the good stuff would represent good news. So I do feel like there could be good news coming in for you, and it could be any news. You have the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. The Emperor, I feel, is you taking control. The Seven of Swords is a card of tactics in the good stuff, so it can say that you are taking action to work on, a project, a business, an idea, your dream, whatever it is, and you're doing it and you're being tactical, which is a good thing, especially right now. The Seven of Swords comes up like crazy. Almost every single reading I do for the past 2 months has the Seven of Swords, and I feel like the Seven of Swords is just the universe reminding us that we can do things in a different way. He is stealing those swords from an army in the background, so he's going to war, but he's just doing it in a different way. So I feel that for a lot of you. The Seven of Swords also represents needing to not take things too seriously. He has polka dots on his cloak, and the polka dots in the tarot can represent taking things too seriously, needing to be more playful, but it is coming up in the area of the good stuff, so I feel like you are. You have the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. I feel like you're starting to get curious about something. And, it could be, we have the Five of Cups. I thought we had it twice. Am I making that up in this reading? I must be making that up. But again, I feel like the Five of Cups is saying that you need to we do have it twice. I see it right here. So again, we have the Five of Cups twice, and I feel like you need to turn around and be grateful for what you do have. And the Page of Swords, I feel, is kind of trying to guide you through curiosity. So if you're becoming curious about doing something in your life, like taking an action, starting a business, starting a project, or even just doing something fun, I would do it, because I feel that's what's going to create this turnaround for you. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Sun. Yes, you have the Star and the Sun. The Sun and the Star together in a reading is like fame and fortune. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to become famous, but it's really good for getting attention, standing out, doing all those other things. And this is your card. So you're showing up right here in a very strong position. When you show up as yourself, that puts you in like a position of power and strength. With the Seven of Swords and the Emperor, you have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you have to end a cycle. And it doesn't have to be with a person. I feel like your story has been the same for too long. All you fixed signs get these readings about changing your story. So it's clearly time for Leo to change their story. Even if your story has been the same for 50 years, doesn't matter. I feel that it's time for you to take control with the Wheel of Fortune and do those things that you've always wanted to do. I feel like I said a long time ago. It might have been 3 months ago or something in one of your readings, Leo, that if you've always wanted to go to Disney World, it's maybe even if you've never done it, and even if you feel like you're old, I think you need to try to accomplish something that you've always wanted to do. Just because I feel like it would be very fulfilling, but also I think when we do those things, it kind of shows us what we can do. And I feel the Nine of Swords is saying that you need to change your story in the sense that you need to do something that you've always wanted to do, because it will prove to you that you can do things that you've always wanted to do. With the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups, you have two cards, actually. Again, you have the Strength card, which is also you, and the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is about taking the lead, and I feel like you have developed the strength to take the lead on something and make it very successful. Whatever, it doesn't really matter what it is, but I would definitely, take action at this time. Let's see. You have the bluff card. Again, I feel like you could be calling people's bluffs here, not like by doing anything really other than just living your life. But I get this feeling that Leo could have a lot of people in their life that are like saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't move, don't make these changes. But I feel like if you would do it, then you would find success and you would probably think that these people are idiots, right? Like, I just feel like there are people in your life that are saying like, oh, that dream is too much, or it's too big, or it's too hard to accomplish, or nobody finds success doing what you want to do. And, again, I feel like you need to call their bluff and do it. You have this control card. It's like the world card, so I feel like there could be an accomplishment coming in for you at this time. Some of you could be moving or traveling as well. You have this caution card. You can't make this up. Like, she has a bunch of these animals coming to her, and she has her hand up. She's like, don't come at me. So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying, be careful of who you listen to. Look at all those animals kind of like going towards her. And I feel, again, this is a card that says, be careful who you listen to. You have the affair card. I do feel like there's a little bit of love here. It's not like a big thing going on in your reading, but if you want love, of course it exists. This is a positive love affair. It's not like a cheating affair. So I do feel like there could be a person coming in for you if you want love. So there you go. Go for it. And finally, you have the status card. Again, if you are attracting love, you could be attracting a connection that really raises your status. Maybe the two of you together kind of raise each other's status. So, I feel this is my fancy couple card. I feel like the two of you could be very fancy together if you have your eye on a person. But this looks really, really good, Leo. I like where it's going. I feel like you're finally making a change. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.